within minutes, hate given bail. We just told you about the arrest of the social media influencer Kashaf, who was nabbed, arrested for raising hate slogans, the Sar Tan Se Juda slogans, and within minutes of his arrest, bail has been granted to the social media influencer Kashaf. Now, in that conversation with our editor-in-chief, Rahul Shivshankar, you heard Kashaf saying that nobody was harmed. He was in fact talking about the chants, the hate slogans that he raised. And his justification was that nobody was harmed after he raised those slogans, and that's how he justified raising the hate chants. We're now being told he has been given bail. Let's go across to Somit now. Somit, arrested 1 minute, next minute is given bail.
Well, exactly. That is actually the that was the procedure under 41A CRPC, and clearly Supreme Court guidelines are there, and court has to follow it. And immediately, actually, the Nampally Criminal Court, after police has requested to remand him, police has ordered a judicial custody. But immediately his counsel, actually Kashaf is having right to file a bail petition, and immediately bail petition was moved in the criminal court, Nampally Criminal Court, and considering that, we also following Supreme Court guidelines and also following procedure under 41A CRPC, they have granted him bail. So now he'll not be lodged in prison. He will be served a 41A CRPC notice by the Hyderabad police, the cybercrime police, and a further investigation will be taken up, and will be a charge sheet will be filed in the court, and trial will go on. If that is convicted, then he will be imprisoned by the concerned magistrate. So as of now, he has been granted bail, and after moving the petition, and he will be set free in some time.
Right. So will he come out of jail today itself, this evening itself?
Well, yes, actually, today afternoon, they arrested him. They took him into the custody from his residence. They, moved him to the court immediately. And from there, they produced him before the magistrate, and magistrate has given a judicial custody. He was taken to local hospital for medical examination. Medical examination was completed, and till the time he's lodged into the prison, his counsel, his advocate moved a bail petition in the court stating that because this is not, in this case, imprisonment is not higher than 7 years. That is the reason, court also considered that bail petition, and also the counsel stated that police should follow 41A CRPC procedure in this case. So court, taking that into the consideration, have given bail to Kashaf, and the court asked the police to immediately set him free.
So he has procured bail from higher court. Thank you very much, Somit, for getting us those details. Let's open this up. Let's go across to our guests. We have Karan Verma, author, on the broadcast. We have Majid Hydari, political analyst, and Mir Inayat Ali Bakri, leader of the TRS, joining us as well. Majid Hydari, the cops are under scanner. Allegation is that the cops are acting under pressure and acting selectively.
Well, madam, firstly, instead of any blame game, any shouting over each other or fighting each other, we all should collectively hang our heads in shame that our universe, that diversity, unity in diversity is at stake. The abuse and the blasphemy against each other's religious sentiments is becoming a new normal. So we should introspect what's wrong with us. There's a new ecosystem of hate in the country, the ecosystem of communal hate, which is being invested, which is being strengthened at the cost of our secular ethos. Now, the problem is that we are trying to ignore the point that one particular party people are resorting to this kind of acts, and then there's a reaction. And that reaction is being highlighted. I mean, let's ignore the slogans like Sar Tan Se Juda.
Raja
These slogans
has been arrested.
Are not applicable.
Preventive Detention Act has been slapped on him. So you're justifying the reaction? Shouldn't an action be taken against individuals who raised those slogans? Isn't this selective, Mr. Majid Hydari?
See, madam, firstly, this Mr. Raja has not apologized, much like that lady from BJP. The second point is that this is a slogan, an emotional slogan. It's not a death threat. So why are we trying to blow it out of proportion, sir?
Mr. Majid Hydari, I don't know if you are too naive or ignorant of the developments that have taken place in this country in the past few months. After such processions, after such sloganeering, people have been butchered. They have been killed. Mr. Majid Hydari.
For the last 7 years, I am being told Bharat mein rehna hoga, Vande Mataram kehna hoga. Do I face a threat to my life? Should I go to police and say somebody saying me Bharat mein rehna hoga, Vande Mataram kehna hoga?
If somebody is killed in the name of that slogan, Mr. Majid Hydari, then yes, you should be scared. Any individual should be scared. किसी को भी डर लगेगा अगर उसके खिलाफ ऐसे स्लोगन्स रेज हो रहे हैं, then that individual is butchered, is murdered. Karan Verma.
Well, it is a case of clear criminal intimidation, and it is the lackadaisical approach of the TRS police, which is not taking action against those who are shouting Sartan se juda. What T. Raja did was condemnable. He was immediately suspended and an FIR was lodged and he was arrested. Due process of law has happened there. But the TRS police, in front of the police station, people are shouting Sartan se juda. This should be booked under section 506.
So what is stopping the police from acting against the AIMIM netas caught on camera?
Answer this.
Mir Inayat Ali.
Answer this.
Yes. No, we have a TRS leader with us on the broadcast.
I want to ask him something.
Okay, ask. Go ahead.
It is simple vote bank consideration that is stopping TRS.
Okay.
Show some guts. Get away from AIMIM.
Okay, vote bank politics. Mir Inayat Ali, what's stopping your police from acting against AIMIM netas caught on camera raising those slogans?
Madam, actually, it's fact. It is the game of vote bank. It is the game of BJP to create the problems in all over the India. So they are trying to create the problem in Telangana also. There are last 8
police.
years.
Why are you not arresting them?
Last 8 years, they create any problem in Hyderabad.
No. Mir Inayat Ali, politics and law and order are two separate issues.
Yes,
Two separate
madam.
issues. Netas can do politics, but police cannot take this law and order situation lightly.
No.
They cannot only act against one individual and not others.
No. You can see tomorrow when the Raja Singh arrest, the code will be released. All are say, so CM are telling to release him. Then now today the Kashaf is released. It's the court and law system. It's not the government problem. The police is already filing the cases against everyone.
Tell me something. What about the AIMIM netas caught on camera? Let the police act first, let the matter go to court, and of course everybody will respect that decision. But why inaction in case of some individuals?
No. Already, Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM president, he said directly, nobody will be above that law.
But despite that, sir, here on Times Now, he condemned the Sartan se juda slogans. Despite that, his netas, despite that, went ahead and chanted those hate slogans. And then we saw how some protesters were freed.
Madam,
Mr. Owaisi also spoke to them. Mr. Owaisi also spoke to them and he said, "आप लोग घर जाइए, आराम से comfortable हो जाइए."
This is a threat to murder. This cannot be underplayed the way Mr. Majid is doing. This cannot be trivialized. This is an open threat to murder. And we have seen direct impact of that. With Mr. Umesh, with Mr. Kanhaiya Lal, with Mr. Kamlesh Tiwari. So let's not trivialize this.
First, listen, the Chandrasekhar Rao, our CM is very secular. He is saying always, nobody will be above than the law. You can maintain the peace and harmony in Hyderabad.
Mir Inayat Ali, what about the protesters? What about the AIMIM netas who chanted those hate slogans? Is that not against law? Is that not against law?
Yeah. It is against of law. I am also accept. Asaduddin Owaisi also accept. If you are saying this type of slogan, the police
then who will act if it is against law? If it is against law, the law enforcing agencies will have to act, sir. Isn't it?
Yeah, we are already filing. The police are already filing the cases against of everyone.
Okay.
You can see.
Okay, so you are saying we are taking action against everyone, but at this point of time, there are several of those who raise those hate slogans roaming free. And T. Raja, the police has rightfully taken action against him for provoking sentiments, and there are other cases as well against him on which the police is acting today. But the government and the police there needs to answer on the selective action charge. Thank you very much, Karan Verma, Majid Hydari and Mir Inayat Ali for joining us on the broadcast.